Welcome, guys. Glad to be back for another week. If my voice sounds a little bit off, I feel like I'm about to be sick. Hopefully not, but it's coming on. Glad to have you guys back, as I know a lot of you are piling in right now as we begin. Today we have a wonderful guest, Dmail. As you guys know, I go into this with a bit of a surface look, and we'll get the chance to learn about Dmail today with our wonderful guest, Anna. Um, so, Anna, feel free to unmute yourself and say hello.
Hi, Duncan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So happy to be here. Hi, everyone. I'm Anna from Dmail. I'm from the marketing team at Dmail here. Really appreciate this opportunity here to speak with all of you.
Amazing, and we're glad to have you. And before we begin, for everybody listening, as you guys know, we first have like an AMA section at the beginning, and then afterwards, once Anna is finished, I'll stay on with you guys a bit longer, and then we'll close up for the today, usually around an hour. So with that, let's continue. Anna, so my first question for you would be, can you just give an introduction of Dmail, sort of the product and a little bit of the team?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm Anna from Dmail, and introducing Dmail and what we're doing here. So I know when many people hear our product name Dmail, they may
Hmm.
naturally think of decentralized mailboxes, right? Which is correct in some sense, but we're actually more than just a mailbox. So at the beginning of the Gmail product launch, the team did make it the first completely decentralized messaging protocol, but the positioning became much more and clearer after continuous polishing and optimization of our product.
Hmm.
So Gmail is a Web3 multi-chain infrastructure based on email notifications. We aim to provide a secure, private, and efficient cross-chain encrypted communication protocol. And to realize the cross-chain end-to-end encrypted communication protocol function, Gmail use ZK technology for ID authentication, which supports multi-way encrypted message sending and receiving from cross-chain DIDs, Web3 mailboxes to Web2 mailboxes to ensure user privacy and data security. And in addition, Gmail also provides Web3 diversified services based on email notification, DAS system, which is DID as a service. So these services can help like layer ones, projects, and DAOs to quickly create email and DID-based users' communication systems, establish efficient Web3 notify systems, and improve the efficiency of ecosystem message delivery, enhance users' loyalty and engagement, and which helps promote ecosystem growth. So far, Gmail has completed the multi-chain deployment of ETH, BNB chain, Definity, Conflux, Polygon, OP, and Platon. And so far, we have over 150K registered accounts on chain.
Okay, that's great. So basically, it's a faster way to sort of deliver that message immediately, just entirely among your community, and your
Yeah,
ecosystem.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. So in a sense, you guys would be a similar infrastructure to ourselves in a sense, as we deliver a message in a little bit of a different way through like campaigns and on-chain tasks, and then we would work very well hand in hand. I completely agree on that. What kind of collaboration may be available to users in that sense?
Hmm. Yeah, so Gmail and you guys have always had a really good relationship and also a lot of business communications so far. And we are also a loyal user of your platform. We do a lot of our operational tasks on Galxe. and you have provided us with a lot of support, like joint events, banner space promotions, space creation certifications. And of course, we're also continuing to explore other business integration possibilities, such as like airdrop for Galxe passport holders, which means Dmail will open up free mint of Dmail NFTs worth of $5.49 to your passport holders or holders of certain oaths. And also Galxe's mission activity reward oath linked to Dmail's internal point system. Like Dmail creates tasks in your
Yeah.
platform to give rewarded oath, which can then be mapped to Dmail's internal credit system, meaning
Interesting.
that the incentive act of completing the task can be applied to the Dmail product, giving the users participants a dual benefit.
Hmm.
And also the user credit rating system within Gmail can be implemented through the SBT provided by Galxe. Also daily selected tasks on the Galxe platform, activity release alerts, task notifications, and end of activity award notifications can be reached through Gmail as well. And we hope you will continue to pay attention to our progress of cooperation and interaction between Dmail and Galxe. And we believe that in the near future, both of us will jointly bring more benefits to our users.
Of course, and I completely agree, and it's been great to see any collaboration and help we've been able to give to you guys so far, and same in reverse. And so I will urge everybody to give Dmail a try here, and maybe we can be more frequent in using this as well, to maybe even to get some things across to our community.
Mhm.
Interesting stuff, very interesting. And also, I know that our users, whenever they hear airdrop, get very excited.
Yeah,
So everybody loves an airdrop, right? So yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
We're really happy to reward active users, and we are very generous with rewards. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, we try to be as well. It's a fun process when you get to put something out like that. I completely agree.
Mhm.
And so my next question for you, um, would be, and I also have another one for later, but I'll save that based on some things you mentioned. But so I know that at the moment, Gmail currently has some AI integration, and I
Mm.
know AI has been an incredibly hot topic. Could you give us some details on the AI aspects of Gmail?
Yeah, absolutely. AI has been super trendy lately, and I personally think it's a great feature. In fact, the Gmail team has been thinking about how to make our product more distinctive and enjoyable for our users. So as soon as OpenAI went live, our team started working on their product in the first place. And we gave everyone in the team the task to experience the product and feedback their thoughts. So that's one of
Hmm.
the characteristics of our team. When something novel comes out, we are usually the first to have the team start a discussion and experiencing the products internally before deciding how to cut into it better. So this is one of the reasons why our products are more like thoughtful and
Yeah.
user friendly. So about 2 months ago, Gmail launched the AI mail assistant feature, which aims to achieve write smarter wherever you are. So the feature has been upgraded to GPT-4 and will be upgraded as OpenAI is updated. And the main functions so far are such as customizing message requirements and AI intelligent editing of emails, replying to emails with fast, intelligent generation of reply contents based on the original text, make secondary adjustments based on the content edited by AI, also embedded scenario-based requirements, automatically matching the email scenario types according to the user's description. Also, there's intelligent layout with rapid output of specific language content and automatic layout according to the mail format. So we're also continuing the extension of AIGC, and in the future, we also plan to achieve a lot of other features like optimizing the headers or the subjects to improve email open rates, supporting voice function, express replies with automatic filling of complete messages based on the basic content, intelligent file retrieval with emails and documents automatically grouped and archived, and message filtering to screen out spams, accurate recommendations with targeted push messages based on users' behavioral habits and on-chain records. Also as a customer support tool to help users to handle their daily messages more easily and efficiently.
Interesting. So essentially, the AI will work alongside your existing platform to just help people use it better, to just kind
Yeah.
of give an edge to those. Because obviously, in the sense of writing, and I see this a lot with like Chat GPT being such a hot topic. Like a lot of people when they need help writing something, and albeit obviously everybody should take the chance to learn to write better. I think a little bit. Um, but I
Mm.
also think that seeing it done in front of you is also a learning process. And I think that
Yeah.
AI could be a great teaching tool in the future when they see these suggestive systems and help systems.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually take from these and further use them to just be better themselves at the same time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's a really cool way to look at it, and it's a really refreshing take when a project hears something new like this, or a business or anything hears something new like this, and instead of obviously shying away from it, like a lot of people are ready to kind of embrace that separate area. Because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like at the same time, especially in crypto, right? Like we've been looked at like AI has been looked at, right? As something
Yeah.
frightening, right? And I think it's normal to embrace the unknown, right? And use it to your benefit. So I definitely agree with that there. And
Yeah,
looking forward to
absolutely.
seeing the development of the AIGC and tools. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Thanks.
And my next question for you will be, so we mentioned DID earlier in the initial description, some decentralized identifiers. We know that this is like infrastructure of Web3. It's important, for users that are accessing all over the world. So Dmail and DID being closely related. Can you let us know what is the AAS that you launched in January, and give us a rundown of how that works?
Yep. So DAS, which is DID as a service,
Thank
is
you.
a service that users Web3 users DID accounts as the starting point to provide various types of DID names based information transmission services. So any form of information, including like text, images, links, can be transmitted in the Web3 world through Dmail's DAS. And in short, Dmail's DAS service is completely based on the DID account system, providing a richer usage scenarios for DID projects, as well as multiple scenario services for DID holders, such as private communication and in-app usage. So bit, space ID, Jazz DID,
Yep.
hash key ID, next ID, unstoppable, Polygon, etc. However, the information barrier between the DID projects of different public chains has not been broken. So what we do is to support the domain name resolution of each major public chain and support the integration of each major public chain DID project, which realize the privacy information interaction between different DID names. And in Dmail, users with any DID account can free mint a Dmail NFT domain name account when they log into Dmail. Once they logged in, users can view all of their DID names on the settings page, and they can set up a binding to any DID name for sending and receiving emails. So for example, once a user has finished binding their name, like dmail.eth, they can use dmail.eth as the sender when they edit emails. And then as a result, showing like your Web3 identity. And of course, with Dmail, users can send emails with Web3 users as well as traditional mailboxes, such as Gmail, Protonmail, Outlook, and so on.
Hmm.
And so far, the DAS function of Dmail has supported more than 10 major DIDs, including Space ID, ENS, Unstoppable, Polygon ID, etc. And the number is still growing as we have more partnerships.
Amazing. So you guys are bridging that gap then that you mentioned,
Yeah.
in a
Mhm.
sense. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, and we all know, the sort of DID projects have been blowing up as of late. Doing really well, like very exciting stuff. Space ID launched recently, so very cool to see you guys are kind of helping to elevate those in the space with these different projects that you're working on. It's some very exciting stuff. And through the introduction just now as well, we understand that Dmail's product is completely deployed on chain, which is interesting. Can you explain to the users in detail the way the logic of implementation works and how Dmail ensures users' privacy and security being completely on chain?
Yeah. So Dmail uses a plan where all data is stored on chain, and the email is divided into two parts, which is the email header and the email body. The email header contains the sender and the recipient, which we store in the corresponding smart contract between the two sides of the transaction. And the
Hmm.
body of the email is stored in called a canister, which is a decentralized private storage. And the data is encrypted
Interesting.
using a combination of like symmetric encryption and exchange
Hmm.
keys to ensure the privacy of users and the security of data.
Ah, okay. So it kind of locks it away during the process so that
Mm.
it oh, okay. No, that's cool. That reminds me of how we with the way we do passport securely for users, how we do Galaxy Passport. It reminds me of that similar. Um yeah, and as we know,
Mhm.
obviously, users' privacy and security is the most important, right? Just taking a look at the chat real quick as well. Pinkwater says, loving this innovation, by the way. So good response so far. So um, awesome. And we have someone, I think, from your community as well who's been answering questions in the chat, Lucas
Oh,
LLL.
nice.
So yeah, super
Yeah.
appreciative, Lucas, for helping out, answering some questions and linking some of the email stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
moving on to my next question. So I know you guys have with the first B&B grant.
Mhm.
Obviously, the selection criteria is pretty crazy for that.
Mm.
How do you impress? How do you get ahead? How does Dmail do that?
Yeah, it is a very long process to go through for the BNB grant, but it was really helpful for us.
Hmm.
So we did have a really long like process to get familiar with the BNB team. And first we learned that we were what first they learned like what we were doing, and they started to get to know the team, and then observe the Gmail team's execution in like marketing and product development and the tech. And finally, it was an endorsement of us. So the whole process of working together with BNB Chain was really fantastic. And we think we were able to impress the BNB grant team mainly through like 4 points. The first one is a good like quality project idea, which is essential. The idea of Gmail as the first Web3 decentralized mailbox and Web3 multi-chain infrastructure based on email notifications was recognized by the BNB team. So the traditional internet started with mailboxes, and in our opinion, the Web3 world can also do the same. And the broad business scenario based on push notifications gives Dmail unlimited imagination. And also, we have a really good team. Just now, I have introduced. So not only from the background, we also have really rich, really expanded experience in different industries, which makes the BNB team believe that this can be made by Dmail. We do have a team from like great Web2 companies like Google, and also Web3
Very cool.
companies like OKX, and also from SaaS companies and email providers before. So it's like, I think it's the background and the team expertise makes BNB chain trust what we're doing, and like we can be the leader of this track. And another thing would be good execution. So every team has a lot of good ideas, but we think execution is the crucial part. And
Mm-hmm.
the DML team has carved this into our bones since the beginning. Last, I think it's the strong user base. So Gmail's vision from the beginning is to build the first killer app for Web3. So we think user recognition has always been the most important thing to us. And that is also why the team is very good at listening to our users' feedback, which is why we have so much user support so far. And just like you saw, like Lucas was helping
Mm-hmm.
answer the questions in the channel, we have really quick Discord feedback as well in our community. And also we have a really strong community communications through like all our channels. So I think these are some of the things for Dmail to impress the BNB team. And yeah, of course, the effort will definitely pay off. Yeah.
Yeah, I very much agree in that. And I think that my the strong user base and everything. Yeah, I think being connected with your users, you guys do have a little bit of an edge just due to what your product is, um, right? So if you guys
Mm.
are meant to help get that message across, I think you yourself are a perfect example of it working well. So that's very nice to see. And congrats on being able to impress them so well. I can see
Thank
why
you.
so far you've been incredibly well explanative over everything, and a lot of love in the chat as well. We have some people mentioning you guys are the only one they use, a few things like that along the same side here. And so guys, yeah, feel free to set up your own email. And we're going to go into the last question here. As we're just mentioned, talking about the user base, over 150,000 users. That's a lot of users. Um, you know,
Mm.
what kind of was the process for building this strong user base? Have you been through the kind of roller coaster ups and downs? How did you kind of keep this active and keep this going over this period of time?
Yeah, yeah. So we actually still have a lot of room for improvement, but also it is true that we have made some achievements from 2020 until now. So the main reason for our current achievement is thanks to our supporters and our earliest investors at the beginning. And with their support, we were able to reach from like 0 to 1 advancement. And after that, Gmail has expanded the market a lot through a good ambassador program and our marketing activities, which gave us a large number of quality users. And now our market scope has covered, including Asia, Europe, North America, South America, like Brazil, and other
Exciting.
major regions in the world. And having said that, I just want to insert a little bit advertisement for those who are interested in our project. Please welcome to join our ambassador program. and we have really good incentives waiting for you here. So I think Lucas can maybe send the link afterwards if
Yeah.
anybody is interested. Yeah, and the same time, there are a few points that I'd like to mention as well, which I think are also one of the reasons of our achievement so far. So first one is unique product positioning. So we think Dmail is unique in the way that it uses a decentralized approach towards email, which makes it more secure and private. And this unique product positioning has attracted a lot of attention and our users. So especially those who are more concerned about user privacy and data security. The second would be good community building. So the Gmail team is really actively involved in building the whole community, like posting regular updates and news of the team and products, answering users' questions, collecting their feedback. So this community building is not only like promotes communications among the users, but also increases like user satisfaction and loyalty. Another thing would be a good, effective marketing strategy. So the Gmail team has employed a variety of marketing strategies, including like social media promotions, online events, and partnerships. So these marketing tactics have been really effective in attracting more users in different regions and helping our product to expand its reach. Last but not least, a good user experience. So Dmail provides users with, I would say, a relatively good user experience, very smooth, including friendly user interface, easy to use features, and quick response time. So these all contribute to user satisfaction and helps us to expand the reach. And all of these help improve user satisfaction as well and promote like word of mouth among different users. So combining these points together, our team has managed to build a strong user base, and it has led to where we are at today.
Amazing. And I completely agree, especially with good community building. That this is like the cornerstone of figuring out where you need to go. Marketing is a lot of letting people know what we're doing, right? But at the end of the day, that direct feedback you get from users is just so valuable. Um,
Mm,
and so that always kind of hits home with me. It's some very exciting stuff, and I think you've done an incredible job of explaining Dmail to the people today. Um, and the support in the chat as
thanks.
well from Lucas. He's also been a wonderful helper as well. So we've got a lot of new Dmailers, I think, in the chat today. So very exciting
Mm.
stuff. And so before we go directly into the end of the AMA portion, I just wanted to know one or two more things. What would you like to share with us that we can look forward to? Maybe some things on the roadmap, things that we're going to see this year or maybe the year after.
Yeah. So our plan this year is still mainly on polishing the product, so optimize the product performance and user promotion. So after like almost 2 years of development of the product, we think the product has become more closer to what we expecting now, and it needs more recognition from more users. And in this year's roadmap, we have a few things that we want to focus on. The first one is AIGC. Like I said before, Gmail already has the function of mail AI assistant. And this year, Gmail's plan is to gradually optimize the function of AIGC and make this function landed to the business side so as to better serve the enterprise customers and our Gmail users. The second one would be integration with Greenfield. So as we all know, Greenfield will be launched soon, and Gmail will be the first project to go live with Greenfield to experience the latest decentralized storage service. At the same time, we've also started to deeply investigate the Greenfield product and study how to make the Gmail products serve users better through their product. The third one would be notify function. So the notify feature will be a very powerful notification feature that solves a lot of pain points for Web3 users, such as like DEX notifications for users and Web3 task platform reminders. Um, so, at this point, I won't expand too much, but I will introduce the new feature to users when it's
When the
published
time is
online.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is the mainnet launch. So according to our plan, Gmail will be launched on the mainnet this year, and will upgrade the product to a new level from basically all aspects, which hopefully will give our users a better and bright feeling at that time.
Amazing. Yeah. Very much looking forward to it. And I know that you guys what we mentioned and shared in the chat already, the testnet link. Guys, make sure you check that out. Get
Mhm.
involved early. I think, as you all know, is one of the more better options. Um, and for everybody knows, early access users participating, testnet, etc. Is there a plan for a Dmail token in the future if that
Yeah.
information is public?
Yeah. So we have been in development for 2 years now, and
Yep.
we do get a lot of feedback from the community about the token launch, but we haven't issued any token yet. However, it's in our roadmap. So I think that's how much I'm gonna share today. Everybody, you can
Yeah.
stay tuned and just keep an eye on our social media. Yeah.
Amazing. And once again, thank you so much for the participation today, the wonderful explanation. It's been super awesome having you on. I'm excited too. So the best part about getting to do this every week and getting a new guest every week is I get to try out these brand new platforms and I get to learn about them. And I hope that everybody listening as well gets to have that same wonderful experience. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for coming on. And with that, we're coming to an end of the AMA portion. Guys, I'm going to share the links to the campaigns afterwards, as well as again. There's 1,250 USDT in rewards for the participation in the campaigns that we're gonna link. As you guys know, you'll need to listen in for 30 minutes to claim your oat for the Galaxy Radio oat, as well as we have another one from Dmail. So with that, do you have any final words? Any final things to say before heading out?
Yeah, I just want to thank Duncan and the Galaxy team very much, which has supported our activities many times. And this is a really great opportunity today to share about our product. And hopefully, we'll be working with Galaxy more to bring more benefits to our users. And thanks for listening.
Of course. And we're looking forward to everything coming from Dmail. Thanks again for coming on, Anna. Feel free to head out now if you need to. Guys, we're gonna take a 1 minute break, about a minute or so, and then I'll be back to talk with you guys just a little bit more. But thanks again, Anna, and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.